Hey, this is for juniors on 9/23. I will go over your asynchronous task for today. A quick reminder that if you haven't already started, you should have 3 entries in your reading log, which should be in your digital notebook by this Friday. So 3 rows should be filled out completely in your digital notebook. So if you need to start that today, then you would be able to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and still be on track. So your task for today is you are answering a discussion post just like you did yesterday on Tuesday, but this time you're answering using 3 new lenses. So you'll be able to pick from our ecological lens, a moral lens, or utilizing some critical race theory to write a quick CER paragraph. So you'll find this posted under modules. It has today's date on it, should be pretty easy to find. But you'll hop right over to this discussion here. So it's gonna look pretty similar to our last one. If you need to take a look at the lens PowerPoint, remember what is what with these lenses. That will help you remember. Then go ahead, pick one of these, and you're going to talk about a conclusion you can make about the artifact, which is the Prince Ali song. So if you need to find that, you can just do a quick Google search. And you're going to write a claim, just like you did yesterday. You are going to give some evidence. So where do you see it in the video? And then you're going to give a reason why your evidence supports your claim. So something you might write about is how the climate impacts how the society is set up. You might look at what the society values as good or what it means to be a good person, and you might be able to maybe make a guess at that by some of the things that Jeannie does. You might wonder how this movie impacted white people. So when it came out in 1992 versus people who identify as Middle Eastern. Do you think that those groups of people maybe saw it as representation, or is it erasure by having it be maybe the only thing some people knew about people from the Middle East? So you could talk about any of those ideas there or anything else that you come up with. Should be pretty straightforward. That should take less than 15 minutes is my guess. So if we go back to our task, then you have one other thing I'm asking you to do, and it's just going to help us consider more and more what actually goes into a good argumentative paper, right, where you make a claim and you support your claim. So we're going to look at what is a strong thesis versus a weak thesis. So every time this year you write a paper, you're going to have a thesis. So first thing you're going to do is create a digital journal. So we can hop over here to our digital journal, and you're just going to create a new segment for today. You can title it 9/23, and you might give it a title like, I have a rabbit right under my feet right now, and she's poking me. You might give it a title like weak versus strong thesis. And here's where you're going to take your notes. But let's go back to our task. So then we're going to read, follow the PDF below to determine which of the 4 example thesis statements are strong and which are weak. So we're going to open this up. And you saw I just clicked on that little spyglass and piece of paper to have it open up here in my page so I can just have everything right in front of me. And that will load. And if it doesn't load, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It looks like this. So, okay, it tells me what goes into a strong thesis. It should be clear. It needs to be narrow, meaning it's specific, right? It should answer a question. That's why when I give you a paper to write, I'm going to ask you a question. It should be debatable, right? It's not a fact. You're not doing scientific research, but you're making an argument based off of your opinion. A really good thesis will link to larger issues, so something going on in the world today. And it should also be interesting. It should be something people want to read. So you're going to go through these 4 possible thesis statements. Some are better than others. And you're going to determine in your notes, you could just write thesis 1, I believe this is strong or weak. Just pick one because, and then you can go back to that list of things because it does or doesn't do these things. So after you answer those 4 things in your notes, you can go back and do your last activity here. You're going to write your own strong thesis in response to the prompt. Many older movies, including Aladdin, are problematic and their ideas are harmful or outdated. Should families continue to show their children these films? Right, like we just said, it should answer a question. So now your thesis, you're going to write as strong of a thesis as possible answering that question. And you're going to do that right in your journal. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You're talking strong or weak. And then you're going to, I'm just going to copy and paste the prompt because that's going to be helpful for me. Say, you can even start with, I believe that, and then you're going to answer that question of families should continue to show children older films. So that's your task for Wednesday. We're going to come back together on Thursday, talk a little bit about some of this work, so make sure you have something that you're able to share. And we'll continue using lenses Thursday, Friday, then we'll wrap that up and start something new on Monday using those lenses. Remember that I will be in this Zoom, our regular classroom Zoom, all day. If you need to stop by, if you have questions, if you need caught up, maybe you just joined class, maybe you're still new, stop by and we can get you caught up. Other than that, have a good rest of your day.